Alright, I just want to make a quick video. And yes, I'm not wearing a flannel today. And yes, I am not fat. Now, I got a lot of people saying that I look fat. I guess it's because I wear like long and I wear like thick flannels. But for some reason, people think I'm fat. Like my girlfriend's mom thinks I gained a couple pounds, which I have, but it's muscle, not fat. I go to the gym like 4-5 times a week. Trust me, I'm not fat. I'm not slim either, but I'm not obese. Just want to get out of the way because people are always like, oh, you wear flannels all the time. You wear flannels and you look chubby, you look fat. I'm not fat. I just like wearing flannels, okay? I'm not ashamed of my body. It's just my fashion. Now, so about the other week, I was watching that Willy Wonka movie. Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, or was it Charlie in the Chocolate Factory? I think it was Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. It was the one where Johnny Depp was doing his best Marilyn Manson impression. He had like that silly big hat, those goofy goggles, and he just hated those kids. Like that one kid was like, "Oh, my name is Violet. What's your name?" He's like, "I don't care what your name is, little girl. It doesn't matter." And he had like that pimp cane. Oh my goodness. I loved that movie as a kid, and I was watching it last week. Now I know what you're asking. Josh, you watched the movie last week. Why are you talking about the movie now? Why didn't you make the movie when you just watched it? And I'm just really busy right now. I just didn't have the chance to make the video. I knew it was gonna take a while, like 5-10 minutes, and I just didn't have time to do it. So I'm doing it now. Better late than never. Whatever. Now, I found the movie kind of weird, but it's a Tim Burton movie. It has Johnny Depp in it. Like, I love Johnny Depp. I love Tim Burton, but when you have those two actors together, you're just gonna get like a bizarre movie. But I really like the movie. Now, there was this theory. I think the theory came from the Theorist channel. I'm not sure what the channel was, but I'll put the video in the description below. But basically, they were talking about like how Willy Wonka wanted these specific kids to come to his chocolate factory, right? And he wanted to punish them. Like there was one kid who was just like fat, and he wanted to punish the kid for being fat. There was one girl who was being too competitive, and he wanted to punish her for being too competitive. There was one rich girl, and she was rich, I guess, so he wanted to punish her. And he wanted to give his factory to Charlie. It's a really interesting theory, and it does make a lot of sense because it kind of adds up like the way that they got punished, I guess. I still remember the original where Willy Wonka just legit killed those kids. Like in this version, like the kids are alive. They they show up at the end and they're like deformed and weird. But in the original version, those kids are dead. Those kids are dead children. But in this version, they're okay. They come out fine. But well, not fine. They're messed up. But you know what I mean. They're basically alive. So it does make sense, like, the one fat kid, he, like, falls into chocolate because, he's fat and he likes chocolate. The one rich girl, is, I guess, she goes into, like, that little hole where all the nuts grow. Like, the squirrels picked her up, right? There was, like, a bunch of squirrels, like, chewing on nuts, right? You remember this scene. I know you remember this scene. There was, like, a bunch of squirrels chewing nuts. Out of nowhere, they like start attacking her, right? Then the squirrels like pick her up and they like drag her like down this garbage chute and then she like falls down the garbage chute. And then one of the squirrels kicks the dad and he falls in there too. It's hilarious. And it's because her family, they got rich and they own like a nut factory. So squirrels like nuts, so it was kind of like an ironic punishment, and that's how they were built. So basically, all the traps that the kids fall for were to punish them, and that's the theory. And it does make a lot of sense, but My main question is like, why is it the kid's fault that they're getting punished? Like, okay, like the kid, like, all right, I'll start from the fat kid because he's like the first to fall or whatever. Like, like honestly, I thought the fat kid, I thought he just got fat like eating all the chocolate, like looking for the golden ticket, right? Because the golden ticket was like in the chocolate. So I thought he just like bought like a bunch of chocolate, right? And then that's how he got fat. Like he started off skinny, but he got fat eating all the chocolate. But according to the theory, he was like already fat and he just like ate a bunch of, he ate more chocolate to find the golden ticket. And I'm just thinking like, why is that his fault? Like, shouldn't it be like his parents' fault that he's fat? Like, this is why I think we need to bring back child labor. Sidebar. But the thing is, if his parents weren't feeding him so much, then he wouldn't have been fat. Like if his mom was like, stop, like. Like, stop eating so much. I'm gonna put you on a diet of bananas and crackers. I'm not buying you any more chocolate. I mean, he's a kid. He can't buy his own stuff, right? So if his mom only buys fruits and stuff, then he is going to get skinnier or slimmer. Like it's like ultimately it's like the parents' choice that he's fat. And in the movie, his mom is fat too. But I guess it's kind of like passed down. So if anyone's really punished, shouldn't it be the mom, because she basically made her son a victim of being fat and gluttonous? So that's kind of my question. Like it's more so the parents' fault that the kids turned up this way because they were raised that way. And what about the daughter who was like the one girl, Violet, who was like super competitive? Like she was like chewing gum to like break the world record. She had like all these like karate and judo trophies. Like, first of all, what's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with being competitive and stuff? I don't really see a problem with that. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Josh, the kids are they're based off the 7 deadly sins. The glutton. The fat kid is glutton. The girl is pride. The rich girl is greed. And that one kid who plays video games is I don't know what he is, but he's he's one of those deadly sins, right? But I mean, I guess I can understand that. But she like the super competitive girl wasn't even that bad. She was just like super competitive. There was nothing really wrong with that. And there was that one kid who was playing video games, right? And he was like addicted to like TV. I mean, I guess I can kind of see why he got punished because it wasn't really his dad's fault. I mean, like I said, like the dad could have just like thrown his video games and thrown his TVs in the garbage can or something. But I guess it wasn't really his fault because the dad wasn't encouraging it. I mean, at least with the parents, at least the fat kid's mom was encouraging him to eat kind of by buying him all this food. The athletic daughter, Violet, at least her mom was kind of encouraging her to get all these trophies and stuff. So what I'm trying to say, it's more so the parents' fault. Like, I feel like the parents should have gotten punished more than the actual children, since the parents are the ones who kind of enforce and kind of like they kind of like raise their kids like this. Especially like the rich girl. Like, it's not really her fault she's spoiled. She's just used to it because her dad always buys her like ponies and cars and stuff. So that's kind of my main critique of the movie, where okay, like the kids get punished, but I feel like it's more so that the adults should be punished, since they're the ones who actually raise their children up like this. That's what I'm saying. But the movie was kind of funny too. My favorite character had to be that one guy. The Oompa Loompas were hilarious too, and yeah, so that's kind of my just critique of the movie. Like, fun movie and stuff, but I kind of understand why he wanted children to come into the factory, because kids like chocolate. Adults don't really care about chocolates and sweets like that. It's more like a kid's thing. So yeah, adults should have been punished. The adults definitely should have been The adults definitely should have been dead. Like in the original version where that one fat kid falls into the chocolate. Yeah, he did not survive that. Yeah, that's it. Peace.